Stützel, and now a few people have already asked me about this, how to play Vibraband without a Vibraband, because I've shown this in one video that it's possible. So this is a normal balloon, and there is actually I started with bigger ones and I cut them into strips, and that worked fine. But you can also play this just like it is, like I've shown, and there actually it's the same than what I've told with built Vibrabands, except that you have to see that there's no air inside here, and it's not kind of wrinkled. Like if you use it too far out here, then the form will be kind of wrong. I can go a little kind of around this corner if I want and pull it straight. This edge has to be kind of straight and not have too many wrinkles. And this other end, this here, doesn't matter so much. But if I go too far out here, it gets this wrinkly stuff, then it doesn't work anymore. So I have this part. It's important to have the ends properly. Like this is not, if I have this here, it won't work. And it's good to have the air. You have no air between. If there's a tiny little bit air, like if I don't press the air out but just take it like this, still possible, but harder if I have really air in between, it's very hard. So press the air out, and there's actually a wonderful thing about this, except from the part that you can just take a balloon from a party and play it, which is that it's really hard to cut such a straight line, which is actually very good that you get here. And you have to have this kind of vacuum in between, so the two layers act as one layer. And of course I could cut this open, but then it would be too thin and it would be too wide actually. So I would have to cut more and to get the cut straight, and it's much harder, and I can actually play it better like this now. The other thing is that you can also use this is a balloon, twister's balloon, where you make the swords and crown hats and dogs and so on. If you press the air out, it's also playable. Actually discovered this first, that it's playable, but it's kind of hard because it's so small width, because anyway the width changes, and it's so with these balloons it's good to have one that has a long enough part, straight part. But this is just a cheap kind that came in a big bag, so it's not. I bought this for my son actually, both types, to play, 3-year-old, so the width is a problem, and some people also have said that it's very important to get the right width of Vibrabands. And for all the other important things about the playing and holding, you can just use my other instruction videos, because I've told all the major things or secrets I know that could be the reason why it doesn't work, or that could help to make it work better. But there's one thing here about these different widths. To adjust them, you have to know that the important thing is when you play the front edge, that not the one that's towards me, but the other direction. It's easier to see it here. So this end is not so important, but this end that I can also change the pitch by just touching this end or this edge. This is important. And so if the width, if you put the edge that points towards you in the same position, then the front edge will be very different, in a very different position depending on the width of the thing. And I have to adjust that so that the front edge is in its best position for playing in vibration. And so the back edge will be further in my mouth here and will touch different places and things, and here it will be almost outside. So that's the way I can adjust to those different widths of material. And otherwise use everything I've told in the other videos, which are the major points. This